Oh boy. Alright, a bit more of a challenge here. Meldanen's apprentice. Along with a young mephit. Alright. Which is probably what Grommin was talking about. Oh, and there's more than one. Look at that. Young mephit. He's probably seen Bones. I think Bones is going to go for the apprentice. Alright, Run of Frost. Not sure if everyone's going to be able to get in there. Negative energy. Not sure what Bones is doing either. Holy cow. Okay. Not sure what even that was, but must have been something cast by the apprentice. I think this is the first death in the series. Alright. Lilly has a sudden, eerie, strange feeling of familiarity. A weirdness of sorts. As if everything she's experiencing right now has happened already. Alright, well, it's crucial that that apprentice doesn't get any spells off.
Yes? Is there something you need?
Which means Sharwyn is going to have to resort to melee. The problem is, I'm not sure we're going to be able to rush in there. I'm going to try. And let's see.
Yes? Is there something you need?
Yeah, I believe Sharwyn's already set the state awfully close. Alright. Alright, resistance for herself. Sharwyn. And Bones. This is so crazy, but this is just to get everybody in the room. So he's casting something defensive. Alright. Mouse.
Alright, crew. Let's take them down.
What happened here? He cast slow. Mouse went off. Hopefully it'll be interrupted. Magic missile. She really needs Sharwyn to interrupt him. There we go. Alright, that's the start of it. Magic missile. Alright, I think she'll help out the others. You know what? Negative energy. Lilly, ever so slowly, informs Little Red that they were lucky Meldanen's little elven lackey was a sorcerer, just like his master. Otherwise, he would have likely posed a challenge. And Grommin was right after all. Little mean people with wings, called mephits by anyone else with even a childhood schooling. Mephits are minor elemental creatures drawn from the basic components of creation. They tend to be more curious than evil, although the natures vary with the essence from which they're born. They appear as small winged creatures with more or less humanoid features, but they shouldn't be confused with imps, which are actually devils. Common types of mephits include air, dust, earth, fire, ice, magma, ooze, salt, steam, and even water. Though, to Bones, they taste all the same. Lilly's actually dealt with some of the rarer varieties, like a mist mephit in the North Forest and a lightning mephit at Mekrath's abode in Athkatla. Finally, plunder of the arcane variety. A magic bag and an enchanted cloak. The magic bag isn't a true bag of holding, as any items placed in the bag still reside on the prime material plane, but their mass will vary according to the bag's craftsmanship. This bag will reduce an item's weight by 2/5. Lilly will certainly welcome the lightened load, that puff of fog if you remember. And a cloak with a curious red dragon emblem on the back. Lilly can sense that it's designed to protect her from lawful beings of all things, like herself. She smiles, wondering if perhaps Little Red should have it instead. She is somewhat pleased with its appearance and models it for the rusty raconteur, who politely compliments her mistress. Alright, 2 fire beetles here in the study. The cloak was supposedly first designed by a Lord Tagreth Cormaeril, also known as the Grandfather of Assassins. He was head of the Fire Knives Assassins Guild, originally based in Cormyr. In order to assist the guild's members against a rival noble house of Cormyril's, the Obarskyrs, Lord Tagreth designed the cloak that Lilly is wearing now. Tools to assist in the murder of nobility. Quite fitting, considering Meldanen's a noble himself. Otherwise, this is the room Samuel mentioned, at the end of the hall, through a room on the right. Lilly stops to appreciate the fireplace, letting its warmth bask over her face, hands, and, well, nothing else on account of her red robe. There's no fireside rest for Bones, however. It's up to him to test the door. Lilly informs Sharwyn, who's been waiting for her mistress to speak, that they'll be plundering the remainder of the estate before venturing down to visit that sorceress Swan and his dryad detainee. Inspector General Black intends to confiscate all property of an arcane nature as part of their continuing investigation. Just as she was about to continue, Lilly is interrupted and becomes horribly embarrassed. Bones seems wild, jumping to and fro as if wanting to play. A stern command, and he goes to open the door. Alright. A nobleman casting something unknown.
All right, crew. Let's take them down.
Actually, you know what? Wow, he just went invisible. It's not good. What's he doing? I think he just summoned something. There he is. Alright. Wish you lost that, huh? Negative energy? Raven Fieldman for the boar? Oh. Lilly realizes now that Bones was only trying to warn them about the apprentice inside the laboratory. She refuses to acknowledge that his behavior might have been acceptable, however. Perhaps she should have found a smaller familiar, one that wouldn't threaten to knock her over when so excited, like a pixie. Though she imagines a pixie would have a harder time chewing up estate guards and pouncing on sorcerers' apprentices. It must be Meldanen's alchemical laboratory, and Lilly's glad to have found it. Potions of invisibility, speed, lore, and Fox's cunning will be especially useful. While carefully packing the stoppered bottles, Lilly can't help but feel agitated, bothered by some unknown annoyance, but she's not sure why. Yeah, I have to be honest, I'm not sure why the battle music is still going. And it can get awfully tedious to have to listen to it unnecessarily. So, excuse the menus, I'm going to reload the quick save. Man, not sure why that happens. And I think that used to happen with the Infinity engine as well. You get stuck with battle music, but I think quick saving would save it or help it. Alright. Thankfully, her foul mood passes. At last, the stairs down to Meldanen's sanctum. It's now up to the artful dodger to trip any traps lying in wait. And he's not happy to hear that his mistress has no more resistance spells memorized either. He'll just have to grin and bear whatever the sorcerer might spring. The Black Panther's task is done for the day. Lilly bids the company to follow her into the apprentice's study to rest in anticipation of facing Meldanen himself in the sanctum below. She takes a seat in the corner and Little Red sits nearby, her back against a bookcase, while Bones lies between them. Lilly asks Sharwyn where she learned to wield such an unusual weapon, a two-bladed sword. She explains that even her mistress could wield one, as it's like a quarterstaff, just with blades on each end. Lilly laughs at the thought of it, but quickly regains her composure, and instead softly insists with a tiny smile and demure eyes that her trainer will have to give her a lesson one day. Sharwyn, though surprised by the request, is quick to assure her mistress that she will if she so wishes. Lilly tries to hide her disappointment at Little Red's lack of understanding and busies herself summoning a creature. A pig for a pig. or rather a piggish boor for a boorish pig, or piggish sorcery for sorcerer's piggery, or a slew of other play on words that the ladies laugh at. In any case, Meldanen unknowingly awaits his animal companion below.